how do I know if they are the same?
And it went like.
Hi, everyone. So today we're going to be talking about equivalent fractions, and that means that our fractions are going to be equal. Let's get started. So when we're talking about equivalent fractions, a good representation is to use these bar models. And these bar models show us in a quick, easy way which fractions are equal. So all of these fractions here are equal to 1 whole. Here is 1 whole. And you know that 2 of these pieces, if it's split in half, is equal to 1 whole. And then if my bar is split into 4 equal pieces, then that is 1 whole. 4 fourths, 2 halves. That is equal to 1 whole. I have this bar that's cut into 8 pieces, and 8 out of 8 pieces is equal to 1 whole. Now, when I'm looking at this bar model, I can see that 1/4 right here is equal to the same as 2/8. It takes 2 of these pieces, 2 of those 8 pieces, to equal 1/4. Okay, now if I come over here and I'm going to show this is 2/4. Okay, I'm going to circle, I'm going to put a box around 2/4. How many 8ths does it take to equal that 2/4? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4/8 is the same as 2/4. They're the same size. Okay, let's keep going. All right, now we're going to look at everyone's favorite food, pizza. This pizza is cut into halves, and we can see that 1/2 of my pizza is still here. Now, if I divide that pizza in half again, that means that my pizza was divided into fourths. That is 4 equal pieces. And all that's left is 2 pieces out of 4. So 2/4 is the same as 1/2. Well, let's pretend like we had more people that came to a party and we needed to divide our pizza into 8 equal pieces. 4 of them were eaten. Half of that pizza is still left, but now my fraction changes to 4/8 because the way I cut it, it shows that there are 4 pieces that are left out of 8. So that means that 1/2 is equal to 2/4 is equal to 4/8. If I want to figure out what is equivalent to 1/5 if I divide my shape into tenths, I have to ask myself, okay, what did I have to do to get from 5 to 10? Well, that means that they took these fifths and they divided them all in half again. So that means that now there are tenths. So if I'm dividing them in half, that means I can multiply by 2. 5 times 2 equals 10. Now, I have to do the same thing to the top that I did to the bottom. So 1 times 2 equals 2. Well, that's true. So 2/10 is the same as 1/5. Right here, 2/10 is the same as 1/5. I multiplied the denominator by 2 and the numerator by 2, and I got 2/10. All right, let's do one more. Okay, so now I'm going to go backwards, and this time I'm actually going to divide. And so I'm going to ask myself, okay, what did I have to do to get from 8 to 2? And I know by knowing my multiplication and division facts that I have to divide by 4 to get from 8 to 2. 8 divided by 4 equals 2. Now, what I do to the bottom, I've got to do to the top. So 4 divided by 4 equals 1. 4/8 and 1/2 are equal. And it shows you here that there are 4/8 and 1/2. And even just by looking at these visual models, you can see that those are equal. All right, so if we're looking at these shapes, we just said a minute ago, we know that the halves are equal. Well, 2/4, 2/4 and 1/2, both of those are a half. So that means that these two shapes are equivalent. Those fractions are the same. Now, I am looking at this fraction and it looks a little bit different. I know that this one is a half, but I've got too much here. This one is over a half. So that means that these two fractions are not equivalent. 4/6 and 3/6 are not the same. 4/6 is greater than 3/6. All right, let's do a couple more practice problems, and then I'm going to let you try some. So I have in my fractions here, this green piece is broken into 3 total pieces, and 2 of them are shaded. This purple piece is broken into 6 total pieces, and 4 of them are shaded. Let's see, are these equivalent? I'm going to ask myself, okay, what did I have to do to get from 3 to 6? So I know that 3 times 2 equals 6. Okay, we're on the right track so far. So I'm going to do the same to the top that I did to the bottom. 2 times 2 equals 4. So are these fractions equivalent? Yes, they are. I know that 2/3 and 4/6 don't look the same, but they actually are the same amount. All right, we're going to do one more problem and then I'm going to let you try. So this one, I have in the orange section 4 pieces out of 10 pieces. All right, in the orange section, I have 4 pieces out of 10 pieces. And over here, I have 5 pieces and 2 of them are shaded. So I'm going to ask myself, are these equivalent? Now, looking with my eye at the visual model, I think that this section in the orange and this section in the red probably are equivalent. They look the same, but I just want to make sure just in case. So what do I have to do to get from 10 to 5? Well, my number got smaller, so that means I need to divide. So 10 divided by 2 equals 5. And what I do to the bottom, I have to do to the top. 4 divided by 2 equals 2. So that means that these fractions are equivalent. I hope you were able to learn some strategies today on how to figure out if a fraction is equivalent. You can use the visual model by looking at the picture, or you can use multiplication and division facts. All right, see you soon.